somebody has that cool tool. Nobody has like a jackhammer for the stakes. I'm gonna be using it to put up my frame tents because I feel like the stakes are longer, and some of the stakes that I have that I had the hooks on them are pretty short. So I just want to make sure my shit's secure down to the ground, and that's why I'm gonna go with these. I bought like 20 long stake poles, just huge, and that's I tried it out the other day. Machine's heavier than hell, but I guess it has to be heavy to knock those poles down or to knock those stakes down in the ground. So that should be kind of interesting. It's better than swinging a sledgehammer. So I had one of my guys Fred that works with me help me set up tents. He said it was heavy too, but I mean, I don't know. Would you rather pick up something that's heavy, or would you rather be swinging a sledgehammer? I don't know. You can't always win everything. So I don't know.
What do you think, guys?
Nobody's with us today. Is it just us? Anybody else in the room? Hello, hello out
Jackhammer.
there.
I think jackhammer will work perfectly fine.
A what?
The jackhammer you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. What you got one?
No, I got. I'm banging it in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. I mean, that thing's really not a bad price too. I I wouldn't buy it from like I'd get it off Amazon. Don't buy it from like one of the manufacturers, whatever, dude. Like they're just like a little bit too high on it. Like tent table is too high on it. I mean, I put oil in this thing, get one that takes regular gas, and bada boom, bada bingo, and you're good to go. You don't have to spend $500-$600 on it. Mine pulled up with like two poles, and I mean, I don't know. It had good ratings on Amazon. Sometimes you can find some pretty decent shit on Amazon, so highly recommend it. So, anyways, I don't know, but
I'm
yeah,
looking for that.
yeah, it's on Amazon. So I'll have to post where the one I got on it. So the one I got on it seems pretty decent. So, but anyways,
Okay, okay, guys. What other tools? Ralph, do you want to elaborate? And you were doing some research?
Yeah, I've considered it, getting one of those machines, but I see them on Vever ads and just tent and table and
I would get
a
there
lot of
through
different
tent
places.
table. You can
Sorry?
on Amazon. On Amazon, it's cheaper than tent table. Tent table's kind of high for some stuff. So
Yeah, and then so I wasn't sure if the muzzle on the jack part was large enough for the stakes. The ones that I've seen is like 2 or 3 inches or
yeah, I mean
if,
the one I got is like pretty long, and you can get that like tent table don't offer extended warranties. Not that I'm knocking tent table. I mean they're pretty decent. They got some good stuff, but once again, you can get that extended warranty through Amazon, and their extended warranty is actually pretty decent. They'll just make you usually like cut a cord or like throw it in the garbage or something, and they'll just send you out a whole new thing for free. So I like their extended warranty plan that they have.
do you
So
have the
that's why.
brand of the one that you use?
No, I just actually it was sitting on my shelf for like 3 months beside before I finally decided to pull it down and put some gas in and put some oil in. I just did it like 2 days ago, so we were just out monkeying around with it. But I'm gonna get the guys to when they're putting up my frame tents to use that instead of using hook stakes because the hook stakes aren't that as long, and I just don't feel confident that my idiots will make sure those are in the ground. But with this machine, it seemed like they were like having fun making sure the stakes were all the way in the ground with that. So I mean, there's some pros and cons, to working with a machine like that because they're just probably going to go down as far as you can get in the ground since they're not really swinging a hammer. I did notice the one, I was showing him how to work the machine. He made sure the stake was all the way in the ground, even though we were just practicing. So if you're doing like frame tents, and if you're not too sure if they're going to get those hooks all the way down, I think I think this is the way to go. So that's going to be my plan here.
Okay, okay. Who else, guys? Another tool that
Oh,
helps you every week?
so kind of along that line with the tent stakes, we use jackjaw to
Mhm.
to pull the stakes out of the ground.
And how much
Um,
was that?
shit, man, I want to say it's like 500 or 600 bucks.
Damn,
Um,
that's That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, so I think they've gone down a little bit, but they also have a new, like, it looks kind of like a pry bar kind of thing. That's doesn't have as many kind of moving parts. It actually, the Jackjaw has a lot more moving parts that you kind of have to hold on to get it in place. But this new tool, I'm not sure what it's called, but it's on on all those ads that you see for, once you start searching for tent stuff, all the different companies start popping up ads and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's on one of those tent and table
I need
websites.
I need a tool that's easy to pull up the stakes too. So
Yeah.
I haven't really looked around, but I need to find something. I thought I was going to be able to use a dolly because I saw someone use a dolly, but that really didn't work out that great when I tried it. So
No, the Jackjaw is amazing. It's made it really does make it night and day. And it's a little heavy and cumbersome, but at the same time, so is trying to use a pipe wrench to rotate it or hammer back and forth. I mean, it really, you just lock it on and it works really well. So,
and it's
Jackdaws
called
are,
Jack Jaws.
yeah,
Oh, okay, Jack Jaws. Can you get that on Amazon?
I don't think so, but
No.
uh, uh, any
I
of the
think
tent
it's
companies will
tent
have
and
it though.
table. I've seen those at
Jack
tent and table before.
for how much?
It's like
They're,
$500 or $600. I was just
Why is
looking
yeah,
it
it
so
they're,
expensive?
up.
yeah, I'm going
Why
to
is
look
it
for
so?
that other one real quick and see if I can find it, the one that's more like a pry bar. And it's around $300.
What's the one that's like a pipe? What's that called?
I don't know. That's why I was just saying I'm going
Oh,
to try and look it up real quick, see if I can find it. I'll come back to this.
Lauren,
okay.
guys, is asking in the chat, is the stake puller worth it for the tents? Totally.
100%.
Jack Jaws. Yeah, I need something to pull those jacks up, make my crew easier, or even myself. I'll be doing more.
Let me just put that if it's forgotten, it shuts down business. We we stop and go back and get it. Somebody is sent to go back and get it. So I mean, the crew actually continues on doing other things, but there's somebody brings it to them. They don't. No one tries to pull the stakes out by themselves without the jackjaw.
Customers do. Sometimes, yeah.
Hey, something else that I use, like not for tent stakes, but for just regular stakes, makes it a lot easier for us because we've got a lot of like granite and slate ground underneath the dirt. Is a pickaxe. We just slide it under that little piece and step on it. It pops that thing up, and then you can kind of take the pickaxe itself, tap it on the side, and just lift it straight out with the pickaxe. You never have to bend over. It's pretty quick.
Okay. Okay, love it.
Okay, the one that I was talking about, I've seen it on. It's on Selena, the tent manufacturer, and it's called a. Man, I really don't. Manual stake puller with 1 inch head. I mean, I think there's a another version with a 2 inch. Yeah, it's just called a manual stake puller by Selena. And uh yeah, so it's pretty simple. Manual stake puller, Selena. Um so along with Ray, his or Lane, I'm sorry, uh, something that we've also used initially because whenever we bought the Jackjaw, my brother didn't particularly care for it. Like I said, it's a little bit cumbersome. We used one of the old school like Jeep jacks,
Mm-hmm.
with the that's just a single pole and we used you can buy them at like Tractor Supply and the post hole chains that you wrap around the post to pull them out of the ground. Buy those are like 15-20 bucks and then a $50 uh tire jack, one of the Jeep tire jacks. Um and that actually worked really well as well. But once we got used to using the jack jaw, it was better, uh, more efficient. But the regular jack with the uh, pole puller chain worked really well as well. So that's a much cheaper option. You can probably get the whole thing combined less than $150.
Okay. Okay, okay. Besides steaks, guys, what other tool saves you time every week?
I got a question. I don't have it, but I mean, I have electric dollies, of course, but I don't have one with um, shit. The I don't know why I have brain freeze. Uh,
Winch.
what? Thank you with the winch. Yeah. Uh, I see. I would be terrible at that scrap. That
We
game where
have
you.
one.
Yeah. You have the
First,
winch.
we do. We have a diamondback dolly with a winch on it, and personally, I don't like it. But I mean, there's people out there that do like it because, they do like the rolling up and they're like, yeah, with waterlogged units, like it works. And it does, but it's time consuming. Like I feel like it's just easier for me to just get back there and roll it up as opposed to just the winch doing it.
So what's
So,
that? What's your biggest unit that slide?
I think our biggest, well, it's two pieces. It's a 24 foot. So I mean,
Um,
it's not
It's def
it's not
yeah,
like
that's amazing. It's definitely in how you roll it as well. I mean, if you
yeah.
make it a long burrito, dude, you ain't getting that off the ground. But you get it nice and
Yeah.
short. Yeah.
Like I said, I mean, like if I mean that's our biggest unit as of right now. So I mean, I don't know. We were in like one day it did save us. I will say that we had like three of our largest units out and they got like soaked, like rain just like soaked them, and we were there like picking up all these for 3 hours, and I was like, oh my gosh, this was insane. But we did use the winch for that. But like I said, sometimes people like it and sometimes people don't. Personally, I feel like it's a waste of money because they charge you an arm and a leg to add that winch to it. So I mean, like I personally would probably just get like a portable winch as opposed
well,
to
it depends.
buying it with the dolly
It,
because like I think we paid like over like $5,700 for our dolly and winch together. So I don't know.
But the
it
dolly, but
depends on where your winch is mounted also. Like, is the Diamondback the one that's in the middle, or is it mounted on the top or the bottom, or what?
Ours is on the bottom.
On the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So those are good for rolling it up. You want it at the top if you're going to lift it, and at the bottom if you're going to roll it. But with
Yeah.
a unit that small, like winches are definitely slow. They're not a time saver.
Mm-hmm.
They're a back saver.
Yeah.
But with a unit that small, there's really not much of a reason for it. But I have had units that if I didn't have the winch, I'd have been in trouble. Like I've got a 60
Mm-hmm.
foot that was covered in mud. Like I mean, it had mud caked up the side, and they had drug mud down inside of it. The bottom of it was
Mm-hmm.
waterlogged because they had peeled back the slide piece, and it was like all running down in between the two pieces. Like it was a nightmare. And even with the winch, it took us about 2 hours to get that thing picked up and dug out of the mud. But without it, I don't know what I would have done. Like, there's no
Mm-hmm.
way I could pick that thing up. It was probably close to 1,000 pounds with all the mud and water. So
Yeah.
they they definitely are a back saver, but they are not a time saver.
Mm-mm.
I
It's
would
like
just leave
personal
that balance
preference,
out
I
there.
guess.
Like, nope, thank you, all yours.
You could keep that one.
Exactly.
It's
Happy
yours now.
birthday.
Uh, Whenever I first started and I was doing it on my own, I had a cart that, I would put all the hose, everything on that I would take to the backyard. And I did attach a winch to that. And as I was rolling by myself, I did use the winch by myself. And then once I got uh, other people part of the business and I wasn't by myself rolling them, it kind of went away. But here lately, the weight and all of my guys are old, like including myself. We're all like 50 plus, and we look like a geriatrics bounce house company. So it's terrible, and we're just always constantly trying to think of ways to save it. Somebody's got a bad elbow, somebody's got a bad knee, somebody's got so we have to like, okay, you're on this
Bad
side
guys club.
because yeah, we have to plan who's on what side of the roll and things like that to accommodate for the injuries, pains. Um, so yeah, that's a lot of fun. I did have one other question. Let's see. Oh, um, speaking of waterlogged lane, so we have this pump that we bought from um wherever the cheap hardware store is, and but it seems like there's a handful of our units that's just the way they're going to be. They're going to be waterlogged every single week. They're getting into the seams and blah blah blah. Uh, but does anyone else use any pumps, electric, battery, manual to pump out their units?
I think Jim sent last time a picture of a tool to get out the water, right, Jim? Or it was air? The first one, water? It looked like a pump.
Yeah, you can use those water pumps. It's just like I said, when you're in somebody's backyard and it's 9 o'clock at night or it's hot, it's just you're just trying to how many more tools do you want to bring down the hill to the backyard? So that's kind of and so even with the water logs, you're trying to and I guess right off those certain units, so you're trying to have them maybe if the water's going downhill, so the water's going from the setup of some of those modes, they just like you said, they just waterlogged. So it's kind of hard. I'm trying to do the zipper. Sometimes I mostly roll all mine from pool to the blower tube. I know I've seen some videos people do it the opposite way to the pool side. But if it's a lot of water, sometimes I might reverse it and go from the blower to the pool side, just to get some of that water out or take off the pool completely. If it's attachable pool, just just flat out take it off. But I bought some. I don't know if anybody's bought. I bought a blower. You can hook it into the bouncer and suck the air out of it, and it was just a waste of time. Not that it didn't work, but when it's 98 degrees probably still right now, and so with the heat index where you wherever you are, it's just you're just trying to like to. It does work, but like you said, it's almost like the winch. It's something that takes another 30 minutes, and what we started doing, even with bigger units, I just get my dolly and just kind of get underneath it and prop it up, put my blower on top of the dolly so it holds on there, and then just kind of push it up, and I might have even we have a big unit and just kind of prop it up, put it up there and move the dolly a little bit closer to prop it up some more, and so we have to be innovative out here in backyards or definitely, in backyards. So because it's just like you have stuff that's water that's heavy. We got a 550 pound, unit. So you're trying to, I guess, your best to save your back or whatnot, or just not being out there long. Because I don't want to be in somebody's yard for 2 hours. It's just even and sometimes I've had to take everything off the truck, or to put to put this on here, to fit on the trailer or something like that. Or even before I was trailer, like you can't get time because this sometimes you have it rolled up and it's too much water. You have to try to this is not going to fit on this back of this truck on this trailer. So I'm just like, let me get this on it, and then I can just throw the other stuff around it to kind of mix around on there. So but definitely that having a really good dolly. I got my dollies from Magic Jump. I don't know if anybody else have any places they get their dollies from. When you go to Harbor Freight, those things I get like a Harbor Freight, just a straight steel one, but some of those when you put your foot on it, it end up breaking or bending the what do you call it? What you put your foot on to like hold it back though. But I like those just for just a regular bouncer or a little small combo. But getting a good dolly, I mean that magic jump because they're made when we're getting things. I think one thing we want to try to get things that are made for inflatables, and that's the biggest tool we can get from like the dollies to a big and bright Bigfoot dolly. But yeah, you just try to get things that are made because it just helps us out a lot more when it's this is made for the inflatables, the weight of them. Because you see something that's like it's 350 pounds, and it's like when you get here,
Lumber,
like
thanks.
this doesn't look like it's gonna take this bouncer. So it's just
These huge
see
waters, like I
them get
get
some.
it.
Calvin,
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
gave me an idea. You said
What was
stuff
the
needs to
idea?
be made for. You said stuff needs to be made for the inflatables. Has anybody made a hook for the inflatables that you can just like crane the thing out of there, or put it on a helicopter and fly it out?
Flat out.
I'm thinking that would be the easy way.
Mm.
I think if I would have an helicopter, I wouldn't be renting bounce houses.
Yeah,
To
Well,
be
exactly.
honest.
yeah.
I
Actually,
uh-huh.
shit, golly, I'm really getting Alzheimer's early, man. Um, the company that One Trip Dolly, OTD, One Trip Dolly, they have I believe it's them, or maybe it's just something else I saw on one of the
Crane?
events. Yeah, the crane, the cart
Yeah,
with the crane on it. Yeah,
yeah.
and also One Trip Dolly has their cart is has a like a handlebar, and you stand on the back of it like a riding lawnmower or stand-up lawnmower, and you can drive the cart.
Like for
Um,
the price of that for a bounce house, I can't really justify that. But if you were doing tents and you were having to move those blocks, I think that would actually be pretty useful.
yeah, as long as it can handle it. Yeah, I could see that too, very much so.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's
Um,
what it's made for. So
Yeah, last time I checked though, they didn't have a price for it yet. They were still building out the prices on it for One Trip Dolly.
yeah,
I'm
I was
sure
going
somebody
off the
else has
prices
them.
of his other stuff, like the monument movers and whatnot. I'm sure they're going to be close to the same.
Mm-hmm. All right. Hey, saw let's see, Ellery, how do you say it? Ellerian?
DeLorean, like the car DeLorean.
Oh, Ellerian. All right.
Hmm.
Yeah. So actually, that was going to be my next question. So, do you have one of those?
We do. We have one
Do
of
you,
those.
do you use it?
Hmm. We do. Yeah. It works
We're
pretty
talking about the
well.
wedge, the inflatable wedge.
Yeah, it works
Yeah.
pretty good for us.
Um, I have the same one. Uh, my brother tends to uh, think that it takes too much time, and realistically, I mean, it only takes like a minute or two tops. But when you're sitting there waiting on it, it seems like you're
Hmm.
waiting forever.
Yeah.
But to me, just a couple more rolls, you're already rolling it, and to hook it up, I think it's does amazing. But I agree, the bounce wave one that has the two where it pins it in the middle, so it can't
Hmm.
roll off one way or the other as much. Yeah, bounce
Yeah.
wave has a really good wedge, inflatable wedge.
Yeah, we like it. It works pretty well for us.
Yeah, and it's what like it was like $400 or $500.
I
Um,
think it's like, well, I think, well, right now it's on sale. It's like two something. It's like 270 something, but I think the
What is
most is like maybe
what is this thing
the
called? The inflatable wedge? What is it?
Yeah, it's an
wedge.
inflatable wedge.
What do you
Yeah,
do
she
with
So it
it?
put it
kind
in
of
the
helps prop
comments.
it up.
Well,
Describe it.
well, you look for it,
Um,
Ray. I have an answer for you, Ralph. Tom Slonaker is watching us through Facebook. Hey, Tom. And he said, I love to hear young guys talk about age. I'll be 80 next birthday. Oh, to
Inf
be 55 again.
inflatable wedge. Does it
Every
blow up or
weekend,
something, right?
it
yeah, she
does.
has it in the comments. She has a link to it.
There's a link there.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's
all you
exactly what it is too.
youngsters, 60.
Yeah, well, every weekend I'm like, why the hell did I start this at 45? Why didn't like, man. Oh.
Well, Tom is
Sometimes it
80.
takes something to
Well,
make you do it.
going to be 80, and he's still doing this, so you're pretty young.
Y'all make me
Yeah.
feel good because everybody I've talked to was in their 20s.
I know. We have a customer. I don't remember the name. I think it's Rosa. I had a meeting with her last week, and when she appeared, I was about to ask, "Are you underage?" She's pretty young. And I was like, oh my God, I feel old, you know? 28, Brian, 28, Lorian. Oh my God, I'm old. Goodbye, guys. Polly's out.
Hey, let me ask you a question. I know we're talking about the favorite software. Does anybody else use anything other than like if you're in Inflatable Office or ERS? I know we have ERS, the routing for you, because that's another thing that helps out. That's a big tool to save you from week to week. I know when I before I got the ERS, we was just like I mean this I'm 44, so if you talking about MapQuest and you writing stuff down, the address from here to from A to B, and so I think that's another thing. Does anybody else use anything other than their booking software mapping sequence?
I
Yeah.
use
Uh,
Google with
that-
it.
I
What do
use
you
a
use?
I mean, I
person.
mean, I mean, but most of those use because I know with ERS it automatically uses the Google like you click on the map. So, but like any other
I use
mapping
Inflatable
sequence,
Office.
Inflatable
yeah.
Office doesn't really have anything too easy.
So that they pretty much just you once you put them in there and you count on this. Anybody use anything other than their booking software's mapping sequence?
No, but
Nope.
I even modify even with Inflatable
Not really.
Office. I don't seem it doesn't seem like it works the way
No,
maybe it really should, or maybe I'm just not learned
Using
well
it,
enough.
right?
And but I find other ways that I mean I use it. I love the pin drops on the map, and from
Yeah,
that I can so there it is valuable to me because they're all on the screen at one time, and I can
You can
use that.
sort them.
Yeah. Now for it to just do and if I have multiple trucks, it will and you do the auto feature, it will put them like we have three trucks. It'll put based on time and route distance, it will put them in the three different trucks automatically, and then so I might do that initially and then move them around a little bit on my own depending on how big the unit is and blah blah
yeah.
blah. Yeah. So
So,
that one is
so
it's
pretty
Hey,
much
hey,
using that. Yeah.
hey, sorry for interrupting. What program you say you use to help you keep track of the deliveries and stuff and different trucks?
inflatable office. It's part of my
Mhm.
uh event hawk
Got it,
pack.
got it.
Yeah.
So yeah, as
Inflatable,
long as we're connected with the Vent Hog, we're pretty much in inflatable office, right?
Right.
yes. Uh, Inflatable Office has this delivery planner, and once you have confirmed bookings, it shows the events on a map and then gives you the option to sort them by vehicle, by if it's deliveries, if it's pickups, and you can decide your route for that day or even for the weekend or a week ahead. But Inflatable Office has this feature.
I
Yeah,
just
kind of like what we. Yeah,
Thank you for that.
yeah.
I
I
just
mean,
use
that's what I
Google
was.
Maps, and then
That's
you
what I was
can
saying. Was it a
reorder
different
them
thing?
in
That's
the
pretty
map.
much what we. Yeah, yeah.
Have you done that, Calvin?
What the
Have,
driver app?
have you put in multiple stops in Google Maps?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I was that's what I was asking. I mean, I do that on my. I mean, because I put it in there like, okay, from this house to this house, what's the time for that? And like putting on there, I mean, you have to, okay, like for a bounce house, like I put 15 minutes for setup on a bounce house, or 30 minutes for a combo, or 30 minutes for a water slide. So that gives the time because sometimes it's just an auto time on there for 30 minutes. And so I was like, it shouldn't take 30 minutes for a bounce house most because it's you're looking at one outlet, one blower, you don't have to grab a lot of different things. So that's kind of how I do mine, which like I said, that saves a lot of time on there. Because you just making sure that you have your deliveries because you be out here and this deliveries from A to B is 40 minutes, but it should have been to, so just the sequences of the routes saves you a lot of time when you're not backtracking on like why did we skip this route? I mean, switch um miss this house to go to the next one. It's like, so just making sure you put that like a truck, just truck A, B, C, this has got five. You might be picking up something that you're not dropping off. So on that,
Okay.
which that helps a lot. Yeah.
Okay, okay. What else, guys? What other tools are you using that saves you time every week?
I don't know that I'd say it's a tool, maybe a skill. but I've noticed watching some of the other guys that work with me, they can't back up a trailer.
Mm.
And that that just saves me so much time because I can drive that trailer and put it right where I want it. And they're parking like 2 blocks down the street, so they don't have to turn around or try to back up and then trying to haul the thing all the way over there. So I mean that's something that I would definitely say is worthwhile. Like learn the skill.
Way to go, Lane. Yes, it's not easy.
No,
No, that
and it's
is.
not because when I started working on a ranch and I could not back up a trailer to save my life. And I spent years because I was like, I'm gonna be able to do this. And I bought a trailer and I thought, the smaller the trailer, the easier it would be to back up. And I fought and fought and fought with that thing and I finally mastered it. And then I moved up to a bigger trailer and I was like, oh, this is actually easier. So
Hmm.
if you want to learn to back a trailer, grab you a little 6 foot trailer with a long neck on it and then figure out how to do it. If you can do that, you can do anything.
You're totally right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One of my
that's
first
definitely.
deliveries, I missed the house, and of course it was on a dead end street, so I had to back that thing all the way back down the street, and it was a small trailer, and man, I looked like a snake coming down that road, but I got it down. I got it done, and yeah, it's now when the young guys are riding with us, they're like, "Man, I need to work on that," So uh, it definitely is a skill that uh, I would not let somebody drive one of my trucks and trailers unless I saw them back in a trailer somewhere for sure.
So do most of y'all have like truck and trailer, or does anybody have like a box truck or anything like that for their guys?
Truck and trailer. That's what we have.
See, that's like my
Um,
biggest fear is like letting, people go and excuse my French, but fuck something up. And then, they're jackknifing a truck or they can't do this or do that. So like we've toyed with the idea of maybe a box truck, but right now we have two trucks and two trailers. So
I
Does
mean,
anybody have
How?
a gate lift
mhm.
on their trucks?
to be
That was a.
fair, I've jackknifed a few trailers. I've put holes in the side of a truck. I've damaged trailers. I mean, it's part of the learning process. I hate to say it, but it is. And
I
with
think
a box truck,
I don't.
if
Yeah,
the gate sticks, you have no way to get the stuff off.
hmm I think my biggest thing is though, like right now, like this is my personal car, like it's just not for like the business.
that's right.
So I don't want someone to like screw up my personal car. And then it's the same for like my husband. Like we're like, yeah, we're not gonna let other people like do that right now. Maybe we'll go and like get like one for the business later, and then it's probably not gonna be that big of a deal. But right now I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. I'll drive for now, and then y'all can just,
Yeah.
help.
Where you get a business trailer and make them use their own vehicle.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
Stacy says
but
in the
that's
chat,
but it,
make sure you have hired non-owned auto.
yeah. No, but that's
Mhm.
what I had to do with that with the trailer because I was jackknifing. I had a 6 foot. I started with a 6 foot, and I smacked both sides of the truck. Um, and you're learning. Hey, both they had matching birthmarks. Um, but um, but that was one thing. Even I have one of my driver. He just didn't back the trailer. I was like, well, just park in front of their house straight. Don't back up. I mean, my wife is driving with a trailer. She hates driving with a trailer, but I was like, you don't have to back up. Just park in front of the house. Get as close as possible. But it helps. Or you just how you doing your routes as well too, because you're right about that. You don't want them if you got a 2026, King Ranch and they smacking the side of it out. So you're not trying because it's your vehicle, so you're not trying to have them damaging yourself. But that's practice. Like even I'm taking my daughters to not to learn how to drive a trailer, but just going to the parking lot. Hey, knowing how to maneuver it. And so that's some of the stuff we're doing with training. We're like, hey, you're going the opposite way. You can't put your foot on the gas as hard, backing it up as you're going forwards. And so some stuff you just have to do like a day of training, like in a parking lot near where you are to get those trained because it is very important for that trailer if you don't have a box truck because are you trying to put this 24 foot water slide on the back of a truck trying to lift it on there, or would it be much easier on the trailer? And so that's some of the stuff that you I think early on I didn't even have a trailer, so you're trying to put all these water slides on the back of the truck, and it's like that's back breaking. And so, but the trailer just makes it so much easier. And so I tell them, even you have to park in front of the house, or if they you can
If
drive up
anybody
there like
doesn't
nope,
have a trailer yet, or if they are using a trailer, don't let anybody scare you because I have no idea how to drive a trailer, and I've been doing it for about 3 years using a trailer, and I haven't really had too much of an issue. So I've been, kind of fortunate on pulling up in front of people's houses and just unloading in the front. So if you're thinking about getting a trailer, don't let people scare you of not getting one because you could still do it if you don't know how to drive a trailer.
yeah,
There's been occasions where my staff haven't showed up. I've gotten some awesome semi guys that drive semi trucks that's helped out me, and they were always really good with driving trailers. It was kind of crazy on some of the spots they would pull into, but I'm a horrible
yeah,
trailer driver. So, but if you're thinking about getting one, go ahead and get one because I've been doing it for years myself sometimes, and I have to go deliver shit myself, and really not too much of an issue. So.
and
That
just tell
don't
people to
work
get
if
out
some
the
of these
way.
backwoods hills have eyes, dirt roads. Where they're just barely big enough for your car to get in, much less get out.
Yeah,
No,
I
you
don't
have
know. I
to
mean,
have people to get out the way. You have to have people, hey, we need access to the front of the yard.
I
So if I've
started with
had
an
to
all
have
metal
people
trailer, not an
to
enclosed
get them
trailer
out.
too, just so you guys know. So
Yeah.
if you're looking to get like a box truck with a dual axle, it's going to be impossible for you to take off your truck and move it around in case you want to turn it around or do something yourself with it. If you get like a metal trailer, like a small one from Tractor Supply, which I started off with, I can probably put 4 or 5 bounce houses on there. And if I got stuck someplace or if I needed to, I could actually detach it from my truck and be able to move that around and not worry about getting stuck someplace. So, can you
Yeah.
still do a trailer yourself? Yes, if you could detach it from your truck and move it around and turn it around, sure. So, there's been a handful of times I had to even do that. So,
Hey, speaking of that, that's actually a good tool. They make a trailer dolly for that. You just
yep,
basically put the trailer on it, and then you can drag it around where you want it.
exactly. Yeah, I
Mhm.
got that and I haven't even used it yet. I bought that from Harbor Freight a while ago. I thought I was going to have to use it. Then somebody showed up and just moved it with their truck. So, it actually worked. I bought it one time and never used it yet.
Yeah,
So
they're nice, especially for bigger trailers.
so do
Yeah.
y'all have like sidewalls on your trailers or is it just like higher walls or no?
I've
I
got
want a
both. So I
landscaping
had
trailer so
sidewalls
bad.
installed on my trailer, and then I have another trailer that's enclosed that I just got last year on a really good trade because I had a small motorcycle trailer, and this guy told me it was his father's trailer and he wanted it back, and he had a brand new trailer, and he's like, "I'll give you my brand new trailer for this if you give me back my motorcycle. This is my dad's. His dad like passed away or something, and it was like it wasn't even that great of a trailer, but he just wanted it for whatever, and he gave me like a trailer that was worth like probably 3 times the price of the one that I originally had. So he got lucky and got the same trailer back that he originally had at one point, apparently. So it was I just got kind of lucky on that situation. I got a trailer, that was probably about a $7,000 trailer for probably, $2,500. So that's crazy. And the
You
trailer wasn't even all that old. So
Yeah. And guess what, Lane? Guess what time is it?
Full time.
Advertisement time.
Commercial time! You're right, Jim. And today, our commercial, like everything good in life is sponsored, like this round table. And today we are announcing the peer groups. I know most of you came to the last peer group, is on Wednesdays, and we're gonna have our peer group tomorrow. Remember, this is for Event Hub customers, and this
what is a peer group?
it's more serious than the round table. We are separated by peers, by size of the company, by package of event hog, and we talk different topics. You put the topic on the peer groups, and also Tariq is there. And well, you talk to your peers, and we get to conclusions. We ask you, what do you want to talk about? We ask you, what do you think about the peer groups?
How
Actually,
come I
last
never
week,
got a link for that? I never got anything for that.
we sent the invite, we sent emails, we sent SMS. Tomorrow, guys, I'm going to send you again the link to register and join us. It's going to be every Wednesday at 7. And
Oh, I'm
so
gonna be
tomorrow
part of
is
that.
going to be our second peer group.
Beautiful.
I'm not receiving SMS from you guys for the roundtable no more or the peer group.
Oh,
I don't know.
Adriano, okay.
Maybe I blocked myself.
Round table. Let me see if you're not D&D, Adriano. Round table and peer group. So, guys, tomorrow we're going to send reminders via email and SMS for the peer group so you can join. And well, guys, that's it for the commercial. We can move on. Talk about more tools.
Hey,
Event
we
Hawk is a
use
good tool. Yeah.
when you talking about the trailers, when you talking about the trailers, I've had to put sides on my trailer, so I have like a 7x14, just so I just you can just stack them better versus like the I know most of the trailers we get, whether it's a 4x6, 5x8, 6x12, they typically come with the low sides, so but those sides can be a little pricey. If you're looking at I could depend on where you are. That could be an additional $8 to $1,000. I think they charged me like 800 to put the sides on my I think it was my 5x8, and so with that 7x14, it was close to $2,000. But it is worth it to put those on there. And so I know some people don't put the those sides on there, but I just kind of now I can do it without it. Kind of I can get like six kind of this some people put a blower like in the front on that trailer, and then kind of lean them. Then you can put a strap around them, strap like to the side or the front, and kind of use that as
Or you can put those
layers
E-tracks
down.
in there too.
Yeah.
Like the E-tracks are good, and then like regular hooks. If you want to put like regular, crack straps down and stuff, crank straps,
So
you
yeah.
could do that with different hooks and
So
things.
Man,
and
after
just put it
working
on the
at
sides of the
UPS,
trailer.
I fell in love with those E-tracks. I
Yeah,
will
Yeah.
use those E-tracks anywhere I can.
those
But
E-tracks are nice.
yeah.
I
But
got
it
them in
helps
my
with
big
those
trailer.
sides though. But it helps with
What?
those sides, so you can just stand them up. Like if you rent a 6x12 trailer like from U-Haul, they are they automatically have the higher sides, so
Don't
you can
rent
just
trailers
stand
from
them up.
U-Haul. Those are shitty.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
hate renting
that's
trailers from
thirty-two
U-Haul.
dollars.
Yeah,
That's
but
$32
they
for
get you over
six
by
by
me. Like
12.
they're like, yo, you had a piece of dirt in there. We're gonna charge you whatever. They're just ridiculous by me. I don't know.
But
So
that compared to the price for a new one, I mean $32 for 24 hours, you can't beat that from you might need to go to a new U-Haul. But it's just, that's the more economics versus
hmm. They've got
buying a
so many
brand new
different
one.
programs out there with like Afterpay now that you can virtually just own. They make it so easy to just like with Tractor Supply and buying stuff online. And I mean, you don't have to pay everything up front anymore. It's crazy. All the different pay options that they have out there now. If you can't get one of those pay options, something's going on, you know?
Yeah.
So I mean, I, they got like plans as low as like 60, $80. I think that's what I was originally paying when I did the Afterpay on my trailer. It was like something stupid, $80 a month. But as soon as I got that trailer, then I was making money with it. I mean, once you get any kind of trailer, you definitely can start making money with it if you're smart. So you can haul garbage, you can haul appliances, I mean, you should be able to put that thing to work. If you're not, doing as much as bounce houses you want to do with it, there's tons of options you can do with the trailer. So is a trailer a good option to get? Hell yeah. With a good
You
dolly.
I've
know,
got I've
So
got 7 trailers, and I'll tell you this: they're not hard to get. They're not
yeah.
like I would be leery about buying one from like Lowe's or Tractor Supply. You can get you a
That's where I got
really
my
nice
Caribbean
heavy
Cara,
duty
whatever,
one.
Tractor Supply, and
You,
I've had it for about 5 years now with no
yeah, you can get
issues.
you a really nice heavy duty one with a solid wood floor for about $100 a foot. So just jump on Facebook Marketplace. So a 12 foot can cost you about 1,200 bucks.
Yeah, we made the mistake of buying our first trailer from Lowe's and we got a 6x12 and I'm pretty sure it was like $2,500 and we just got like a 18-foot trailer and it was $2,500. I was like, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
was it a
and the
single or a
floors are
double?
different.
I've had
Huh?
mine.
Was it a single or a double? Oh
It
no, the
was a
single. It was
single
a single,
axle.
yeah,
It
single,
was a
single
single, but
axle.
then
Yeah.
now our 18's a dual. So,
Whoa.
Yeah. You gotta get a good deal. Yeah, yeah. But it is brand new, so I guess yeah.
yeah. But I mean, our other one was brand new. Like the one that we just bought, the 18 foot's brand new. And I was like, I cannot believe we literally paid like, I think our Lowe's one was like, after everything said and done, it was like $2,700. And we bought the brand new one, 18 foot for $2,500
I
cash. I
I
was
think
like,
What did you
within
get
the
it from? What did you get it from? Was it
um,
a low? Yeah. You remember, yeah.
it was like Max Built Trailers or something like that. I think it is what
Okay.
the place was. And they have them kind of like all over the place, but they have a bunch of like different ones. They've got like the
I mean
landscape ones, all that.
if you
Okay.
take care of them, if you take care of your shit, then they'll take care of you. like, I had to stain my deck. I got one from Tractor Supply, and that was probably about the biggest thing I've had to do. I've had mine for about 5 years, and I stained it when I first got it, and I just stained it again this summer. So I mean,
So
the
you got
stain
a
lasts
wood
pretty.
deck one from Tractor Supply?
Yeah,
Okay, that's cool. Though every time I drive by them, all I see are like the extruded metal ones.
yeah. No, I got the wooden deck on the, and then I added sides to the, like, two, a little bit bigger than some 2x4s on the sides. And what else did I do? I put a metal toolbox up front for all the stakes, so they had a place to throw the stakes and sledgehammers in. Um, and then I put an automatic jack on there, so I didn't have to hand crank it because that was annoying the hell out of me. So, I mean, but besides that, I really don't have any complaints about Tractor Supply trailers. I mean, they'll take care of you if you take care of them. I have no flat tires or anything, which kind of amazed me. I've had it for over probably 5 years now. So, and like I just put $700 into it, and that was about it. So I put
Grease your
legs
hubs
on.
every 6 months.
What?
I said grease your hubs every 6 months. You'll regret it if you don't.
Oh yeah, I haven't done that. Maybe I'll just take it in and have. I haven't done that since I've had it. So
Yeah, when you go down the road and that wheel comes off and you got a load on there, yeah, that sucks. I've been there a few times.
I gotta find someone that greases the hubs. That's not a bad idea.
Stuck me on the side of the road after I APA for 2 days.
You do that yourself, or you have somebody do it?
Oh yeah, if you've got the new ones, all you got to do is put a grease pump on it and pump it through because they've got the Zerk fittings right there on the end. The older ones, you take them off, you just pack it by hand and put them back in.
Oh,
It's not hard.
oh, I'll have to
I could get
YouTube it.
my 10-year-old to do it.
Well, the
Oh man, now I'm gonna have to YouTube it and figure it out. Greasing
the
the
trailer
hubs.
the trailer
I,
price determined by their axle. If sometimes you got like a 12 a 6x18, but then it'll cost you about like $4,000 if it's carrier like 7,000 pounds, or you can get the same size for 2,500, but it carry only 3,500 pounds.
But who needs a 7,500 pound axle when most of these guys are using like an F-150 and it's got a tongue weight of like what, 7,000 pounds? I mean, you'd really have to load that sucker up and wear it out. Most of the cars that these guys are pulling them with, these little crossovers and SUVs, couldn't handle that weight anyways.
yeah, that's all I'm using is an F-150.
Yeah. I mean, if
Yeah.
you're running like a dually or something, you got a F-350 pulling it. Sure, I could see that. You could put a 24-foot trailer and load up all your runs, but most people are not doing that. They've got smaller vehicles, smaller trailers. They're putting what, maybe 6 units on at a
Hey, where's
time
your
because
place
how many
in?
are they going to do in a day anyways?
Hey, some
Oh,
people
I don't. Where would it be? I don't know where it'd be.
some people using SUV like GMC Acadia towing a trailer, 7,000
Where?
pound with like 6 7 bounce house on it.
That's what I'm saying. A
Where
lot of
would it be
people
out
do.
here? Okay. Oh, all right. Yeah. Oh, you got someone there. You got the manager there. You're good.
No, but some people are really particular about how much weight they put
Where's
on
that one?
the trailer. Like I
Where's that
don't,
one?
well, the hitch is this much in the trailer. I haven't really even did that much multiplication in my life to even know how much the axle and the door. If I don't see it sinking to the ground, I guess it's good for me to tow it. So I guess from
The
that
biggest thing with that, Calvin,
with
is
the
the
bouncer.
transmission.
Oh yeah, I mean you putting that toe on there. I mean yeah. So um
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm not. I mean putting your toe thing on your whatever you call it. Yeah, putting it in toe drive. Yeah,
If
yeah.
you don't have trailer brakes and you try to stop, now you're using the entire weight of that trailer on your vehicle brakes. So I mean, you gotta account for that kind of stuff. The cars have got to be designed to do that, or you won't be able to stop it. Like
Yeah.
I've done some shady stuff in my life. I've had trailers shove me down the road, especially going down hills. You got to be careful with that.
You
Man,
gotta
I
write your
went.
memoirs, Lane. Definitely.
Hey, you haven't lived until you had been on that been on that truck. My brakes went out on that truck with a trailer, driving from probably 30 miles. I'm just on the freeway because the brakes just went out on the on my truck. So like,
And,
yeah, you have
and what
yeah.
do you
Yeah,
do in those cases?
Uh,
we
what'd you say, Polly?
What do you do in those cases? You're out of brakes. What do you do?
pray.
Like you on roller skates, just you dodging in and out of in the
That
traffic, or
cute?
like, but my emergency brake, when I finally parked, was like going around, because it was like, what? And it just went, just went out on me, folks. So that was an adventure that night doing that, and then trying to park it, and then you still got bouncing. So I'm like parking it on a man, I'm like I did a lot of stuff that wouldn't be yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, but
We had
so
one in May that we had a vehicle that lost its brakes while they were going over a speed bump, and the weight slammed into the car, and they couldn't stop, and they just ended up having to coast into the parking lot. So, like, you have to be really careful with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I had a whole tire drum tire from a trailer. The whole thing came off the trailer and took off down the road. And thankfully, there were no cars coming for about it probably went about 2 football field lengths. But when it was a single axle, so that side of the trailer hit the ground, and the kind of noise it made, I'll never forget. And seeing that tire go flying past me was,
It said, I quit. Enough.
yeah,
yeah,
it's
you know
like,
what?
Here you go.
That's the
How
great
about
thing
have the
about.
whole trailer pass you?
oh
We had
shit.
a we had a rusted out Grand Cherokee. Guy went over the railroad tracks, all the bouncing and the weight, ripped the whole hitch out of the bottom of the Jeep, and the trailer was passing him going down the road.
Sounds like a Cybertruck.
Now
Well,
that's good. That's good Michigan Jeeps,
yeah.
Yeah.
all
They're
rotted
I
out.
small.
I almost drive we drive so much with the trailer that whenever I don't have the trailer, I still look back and
Hmm.
like it's a habit now. It's like I have a trailer on 100% of the time. So
Pull
much.
into the gas station and you're trying to figure out where to park, and you realize, oh, I don't even have the trailer.
Yeah, that's definitely. That's one thing that I love about those dual axles. Because you have those four tires on there. Because I've had pulling up at a customer's house and they say, "Hey, you're missing the whole tire." It's like, what do you mean? And it's just like came off, and so he was like driving with one wheel on here and two wheels on the other side, but of course it's off the ground. So for that, so it's like, yeah, I've had to just end it with that. Had to like, and then had a flat on the other side. So I was like, had to jack it up to move the tires where it was like a back tire and on this the left side, the driver's side, and then in the back front with the. So you're trying to balance this trailer off with six.
You were
So
just limping, you know?
Yeah.
just
Ralph said, I'll leave the tire, but not the jack jaw.
yeah. So yeah. So
Yeah, we
if you
actually
do this
had a
business
flat
long enough,
tire.
yeah, you're gonna have some adventures.
Yeah, we had a flat tire this weekend also with our enclosed double axle or tandem. And so yeah, we were able to get it back to the house, and because man, we do not have a spare that we carry with us. So thankfully it was that trailer and not one of the other ones.
Hmm.
And it only had one unit on it yet. So we were able to come back and switch it out. Yeah.
That's
Use the
good.
bounce
Wait
house
till
as
you're
a
doing an
tire.
axle change. Wait till you're doing an axle change on the side of the road.
Oh
No,
wow.
I had that trailer, the one with the whole wheel and hub assembly come off. I had it towed back to the house and did it at the house. So no way on the side of the road.
Yeah, y'all have some crazy trailer stories. I think the only thing that's crazy that's happened to us is we've lost the trailer gate before.
The trailer
Um,
gate.
yeah, that came. I don't know what happened, but it like I guess the car in front of us knew that we were losing it before we lost it, like before we even knew. And they were like flashing their lights, and I'm like, what is this guy doing? Like, why are their lights
Mhm.
flashing? And then next thing you know, like they pulled over, and I like look in the back, I'm like, oh, there's the trailer gate back there. I'm like, that's probably why he was flashing his lights. But
Oh,
that's the
wow.
only thing that's crazy that's happened to us so
Oh,
far. Thankfully, nobody was behind us.
I forgot to
You keep
close my
installed
trailer
it?
gate one time
Ugh.
and had my music up loud so I didn't hear it. And I drove through the neighborhood with my my gate dropped down, dragging on the street, and everybody's looking. There was a garage sale, and so everybody's like turning around and looking, and I'm just waving at everybody, and
Your
I
marketing
finally
for your
hear
company.
something. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I finally heard it, and I'm like, oh shit, that was really
You're like,
embarrassing.
wow, look, everybody's looking at me. Hi,
Yeah,
I'm
look at
getting
all these
business. And
bounce
little do you
houses.
know, your
Yeah,
trailer gate is
I
yeah.
had a
scraping across the ground.
I had a
That's
covered
funny.
trailer. I
Uh-huh.
shut the door on, but I didn't latch it, and it came open on me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you no,
Yeah.
that's bad. Guys, unfortunately, our time is up. Hope to see you tomorrow on the peer groups. We're gonna send you, I repeat, the SMS and the email for you to join. Thank you very much for joining today. We had a blast. Hope you too, and see you next week.
All
Hey,
right.
real
Love
quick,
you guys.
real quick, that peer group thing, that's Event Hawk only customers, right?
That's right.
Oh, okay. All right.
Perfect, guys. See you. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Bye bye.
Adios.